Hi everyone, Great Power 60 here. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Let's hope it's gonna be okay. I want to do some more gel printing, but on these different types of tissue and different kinds of papers. I think that'd be great for ephemera and background and stuff like that. So the only thing I have to do is go and wet my cloth, and I'll be right back. I can't believe I have been doing all of this painting and not even getting any of the filming done, and I apologize. So this, I used some of this chalk paint, which is kind of a pink. It's milk jug, it's called. And I added a little bit of turquoise, rubbed it around, put some lines in it, and this is the effect that it has on this homemade paper. So we also tried, I don't know where my filming went, we also tried some colors on this orange. It looks like man-made fibers. I don't know. I took a tissue to do some wipe-offs. I'm gonna try it again here and see if it'll pick up what's left before it dries too much. Probably, I'm hoping it won't tear, and I'm hoping it'll just pick up a little bit. There we go. And this was the other color that I used. See, I don't know when my filming stopped. And this is just tissue paper, white tissue paper that I have. Okay. And I did show you some of my runoff papers. Is that a good name for it? Runoff papers. These are pages that I just use for my brayer or for cleaning up. It's got something on it. For cleaning up. Let's put that over here. And this is what I've been using to run off the brayer. And like I say, these are just backgrounds. These are going to be just backgrounds. And let me get a few more. This is what I put aside. So these are labels. This is just regular paper. This is tissue that I tried with yellows and browns, and it ripped, but I still think once it's dry, some more runoff paper that I can use. So I'm just building my stash of goodies, and we'll keep that aside. And wipe off the palette knife in case I need to use it again. Put that aside. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'll put it on the side just to get the dampness off. Another runoff piece of paper here. All right, we haven't used red, and I would like to try and use some red. I'm trying to think of what color. I guess we can try the pink and see how that goes. And this is still gonna have a bit of green on it, but that's okay. It'll disappear. Okay. I think I would like to add maybe a different color in here. How about yellow? I was going to use a different one. Just a bit of yellow and see if we can get some kind of orange out of this. And I think I would like to take my knife again and perhaps do some more squiggles before the paint dries. And let's put that. I'm not sure how that's going to react, but let's just do it. Anytime this is boring for you, you can easily just fast forward, speed it up. I just want to get some different designs and things on the, so that's kind of an orangey color. That's definitely going to need some work. Going to need some work. Yes. Run off my brayer. Wipe off the tip of that. Okay, and I think I'm not going to bother changing that. I think I'm going to add a little green. And a little bit of this green. It's kind of a, what do they call it? They call it tropical green. Okay, let's see how this, ooh, I think I've already tried this, so maybe what I'll do, since there's an awful lot of it on there, I think I might add a little white or cream color. Let's see how this, and you know, it's all play. It's all play, play, play. Now what I'd like to do is get a stencil. I don't know which one. So I may just grab any old one at all. Let's do these circles. We'll put these on here. Add a piece of paper on here. And see what happens. This is just a runoff paper that I had sitting beside me. Okay. We'll pull this part off. Now I'm liking that. And I want to pull this one off. And I'm going to put, oh, I think there's two tissues on here. I'm gonna have to pull one off. There we go. Oh, wrinkles. And it didn't go all the way up to the top. So I'm gonna have to be very careful with this one again and pull it off quickly, because once it starts drying, it rips your paper off. The tissue is so, it's very thin. Oh, lovely. Lovely, lovely. I am liking that. And I'm wondering if I can pick up from the stencil. And again, because it's tissue, I'm going to have to work a little quickly, because once it starts drying, it will rip, and if it's too wet, it will rip. That's cool. So I'm going to be having quite a time with these pages. So this has got to go aside to be washed. And I wonder if I can pick up any more. Just a regular copy paper, just to pick up some of that extra ink that's on there. And we can use this for a runoff. Anyway, guys, so that is what I'm doing today. I started off on Monday doing, you know, a few 4x6 kind of postcard things, just to have a little fun with the gel print. And tomorrow, I'm gonna have to clean this off a little bit better. Tomorrow I want to kind of do the next step of decorating my postcards, or my it's really, yeah, so I want to do a little bit of decorating of my postcards. I have them here. These are the ones that I did on photo paper and on photo paper. These haven't flattened out yet, and these are the index cards, the 4x6 index cards. So they've got a base color now, and I'm going to leave them under the box, under the books. I have boxes to flatten out a little bit more. And yeah, I'm liking this too. And some of these that I've been doing a little bit of runoff with, some of these are just going to be put aside until another time when I'm going to be running off, maybe with some more colors, some more pretty colors. I've got, well, that is no good. There is lots of tissue, so I needn't worry about, I'm just cleaning off my brayer a little bit here. It needs it. It needs it. Okay. We'll just dry it off here on the paper. I got a few more tissues. Now this one is a real wrinkled one, and I'm wondering if I should do the same. Oops, I just ripped it. Wrinkle it up and then put it down and see how that goes. So let's use, you know, when you're limited to colors, I've got black, but I don't want to use black yet, because that's going, well, you know what, why not? Let's just do it. Let's use a little black. whoops, we'll get that started. It's going to be very dark, isn't it? Okay, we're going to get some black on here. And now that I've got sort of the black base, let's add a little, what? A little, I gotta think. How about a little turquoise? Let's see how that's going to mesh in there. See how we can get this to kind of mesh together. Trouble is, if you do too much, you're going to lose the color. So let's add a little beige to it. Come on. And I think I'm going to try something here I've never tried, and that is to just do swirls with it before. The black is going to dry very quickly, so I've got to hurry up here. I have no idea how that's going to turn out. Let's see how it'll do on this bumpy one. And I have to pick it up very quickly because this tissue is very fragile. Ooh, it's ripping. Oh, it's ripping. Might not work because it's too wet. Well, I'm going to get some out of it. Wow. That's very intense. Very, very intense. All right, let's get some. Let's see what we can get out of this blotchiness. Oh, I didn't pull it over far enough. Still gonna have, wow. You never know what you're going to get. Isn't that interesting? A really cool pattern. And I'm gonna have to put these somewhere. I need more table space to do more of this. So I think that's gonna be it for me for today. I'm wondering if I can pick up any on here. Let's see. This is smaller, really tiny address labels. So they're, you know, you don't want to overpower them. So I'm just going to do a cleanup here. That's it for me for today. I want to thank you for joining me on my little mission of jelly printing. This whole painting business, I just want to get used to things. I need more colors. Obviously, I don't have too many colors. I do have the tubes. Get that off of there. That I could use. But you know what I'm proud of, and it may sound really bizarre, is that my gel plate is starting to discolor, which means that it is being used and having fun with it. Because if it's all clear and clean and everything else, then you haven't experimented enough. putting my gel plate back in its packaging. There we go. And it seals nicely so that it'll keep its shape, etc., etc. Put that down there and clean up my mess. Just gonna wipe this down a bit here. So yeah, there's a lot of things that I wanted to do. I wanted to try with my gel paints. I wanted to do more stenciling. I want to do a little bit more stenciling. But like anything else, when you're first starting something, when you're first learning how to do things, and when you're first, you know, getting your supplies together and all of that kind of stuff, it takes time and practice to learn how to do things and to build up. See, that's plain here. And to build up your stash of ephemera, backgrounds. See, those are dry already. Runoffs, this here can be also stenciled with something. And these are the things that we did today. And this is just one that we picked up, a little bit of color from there. And then this is the blue and the pink. And this is the handmade paper that I wanted to try and see how much texture we could get out. There's not very many, only in the corner here, there's not very many sticks and seed and leaves and stuff on that one. And then this one here is that orange paper. I have no idea where it came from. And again, when you look at this side, you could see all the leaves and stuff. Oh, I just had to check to make sure I was still filming. And of course, my runoff sheet. These are labels. So that will have more stamping going on. Oh no, this is the one that was ripping. I'm gonna have to put that somewhere else. That is really interesting, and it's tissue paper. So I will put that over here. We also did this black, and I just noticed that it is gonna have to be put on something maybe like this to dry. That is really interesting. So at least I'll have kind of a box full of these, whether they're plain paper, tissue paper, handmade paper, or labels with where I get these runoffs from. That's plain paper, and that is plain paper. And this here is labels, so that when you want to use one label, like that, you can put that on something and maybe add numbers or something. But we'll get into that a little bit later once these all dry and we put them all into a nice little box. So I want to thank you for joining me today. I am still, like I say, I'm still learning. But I want to make, I want to have a stash of background papers, ephemera pieces that I can use to enhance any of my journaling pages that I want to use. And it's nice to have that stash rather than say, gee, I would like to have, you know, maybe a colored label or something, and then find you don't have any in your stash. So that's what I'm doing today. So that was another day of paints, and I never use these. I don't know if I ever will. I might experiment with them one day, but right now I just want to put my things away because I have a couple of projects that I've got to get done that I've been putting off for a little while. And yeah, last week I just wasn't feeling well. The weekend we had our Canada Day, and I wasn't feeling up to my usual standards, and it could be many reasons for that. Could be the fact that, you know, you worry about stuff, things going on in life and in your family. I've got some more of these postcards that I want to play around with, and I was hoping to do some inks with these. So we're going to play around with some inking, and in my next video, that is what I'm going to do. I'm hoping to do 4 of each. 4 of the 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 4x6 index cards, and 4 of these photo mat ones, which we know really take to the beautiful inking. I mean, the designs on it are amazing. And I'm just glad I have that package. So I'm getting myself prepared for the next couple of videos. So I've got some inks I want to try on there. We've already done some inking and played around, but these are just getting them ready for my ephemera box. And actually, it's not ephemera box. It's kind of background pieces that I might be using for one thing or another. You know, when you're doing a journal, there may come a time when you're going to want that particular design that you've made, and you want to just enhance it or use it. And I'm also, I need a container for all of these pens. I am finding them falling out. Okay, I just bang my head and I just they keep falling out of the box. And here's some vellum I should have used when I was doing that, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna need to put these in something. So I'm gonna have to go through my stash and see where I have some empty container to put these in. Yeah, maybe some tin or something. Anyway, guys, that's it for me for today. Thanks for joining me. I'm having a lot of fun with the gel print. Now I want to do a little bit of inking. I'll use my glass mat for that, and I'm going to try these as well, since they are acrylic markers. So that'll be another they keep dropping on the floor. That'll be another video this week. So hopefully tomorrow I will be working on a couple, these 4, which 8 actually. I'm going to be using some different inks, and I want to do a little experimenting with that. And once I'm done that, I also want to use these pens for doing some designing on here. I think that would be a lot of fun. All right, that's it for me. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you again next time. Bye for now.